Greetings and welcome. I am Joffrey, and today I am joined by Darkest Light and Vector Maximus, and we'll be discussing a bunch of stuff because we have the Syria and Levant map to discuss. We've got some Italy feedback to most likely briefly go over, and then we've got exploration to cover after that. And I am being bullied into making an announcement, so fine. Yes, I shall make viewer announcement. Live now, discussing the map of Egypt. Wow, and other things. Smiley face. Hello, hello, Armas. Pleasure to see you. Yes. All right, let's get into it. What is this? Back after celebrating the most important victories for Germany and France. Okay, okay. Yes. Swedish holidays. Ready to share the region of Syria, Levant, and Egypt. Revealing a bit more of what those regions would be over complete extension. Okay, so they're showing it. Yeah, okay. It's a bit larger of a region than they're implying. Though I suppose instantly from looking at this map, you can see that yeah, the map looks it's a pretty narrow line.
It's
Holy.
almost like the Nile is the only thing in that otherwise unforsaken land.
And then you've just got some oases just
Unforsaken
out
land.
there. Look, Fez, look at Fez. Oh god.
This is without impassable
Yeah,
painting, notably. So
of course, of course. Wonder if there'll be lots of sand producing locations in the desert. Oh god, yes. Let's see. We must see all of the sand.
don't like it.
Um, um yeah, it is interesting to think. I guess Fez isn't even adjacent to the ocean at all. Huh. It's just purely landlocked around some oases. Oases? Oasi? Yeah. Um, but I wonder how all the impassable connections work. It's like, we give ourselves grief in realms in exile sometimes for our like crossings between impassables. And it's like, how does this work? Oh God, this is gonna be dreadful to look at. Whew.
It looks like the same shade of gray that ownable but uncolonized land in EU4 is, which is what's putting me off.
Yeah, it's a little confusing because I can't like I can look at the Sinai and genuinely I have no it's like is this all there's no way this is colonizable is the point. It's like surely
No,
that's not
no,
something you can colonize.
all of this land is uncolonizable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just completely
it's
impassable, yeah.
impassable, but it's
Sinai.
currently the same shade of gray.
It's got the exact same shade as the stuff that you can colonize, and that's why it's confusing. I'm not sure how much I care about that though. Pretty sure it's not Fez, probably Fazan. Oh, yeah, it's short for Fazan. You're right. Yes.
You can
Fez,
tell because there's a dot.
Fez, and then the point. And then you can see, ma'am, my favorite country, but yeah, which is short for the Mamluk Sultanate of Egypt. Wow.
Probably the
Uh,
third biggest country on this start date.
but when you've got the impassables painted, I'm sure that the name will look a lot better because you'll have it probably spreading along an arc like this, I imagine. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to display the name, but it'll probably look a lot better. But yeah, there's not going to be a whole lot to talk about with this map. I'm sure you've got this is oh yeah, Cyprus is there. We didn't see that. We couldn't see up there before. There's some people hanging out. What the hell, Anisa? Underneath my skull, there's Anisa here, and then there's Anisa there. Huh? Uh,
Oh,
But it is interesting. One of the most interesting things to see by looking at this, in my opinion, is just the way that they're doing impassable terrain and navigating these large desert areas. Uh, Lots of like there's curving here around. There's a lump of impassable in the middle here, and you go up around this way or down around it this way. You get your little narrow bit, and that's kind of neat because you really makes the area in the middle. There's not a lot, I guess, in the middle of Arabia, but the stuff that's there feels very loosely connected to the rest of the map, the rest of the peninsula, which is going to be neat to see once we get a more overall view of what the map looks like. I'll take that off, bring my face back, and now we can actually see what they have to say about it. Right. The Mamluk Sultanate is the main power of the region, a situation achieved after the defeat of the Mongols at the battles of Ain Jalut and Marj al-Safar, and the fall of Acre, the last stronghold of the Crusader states in Outremer. The latter's legacy is still handled by the Kingdom of Cyprus, ruled by Hughes IV of Lusignan. Lusignan. Apart from that, we can see the realm of Candia, a subject governed by the Serene Republic of Venice. Yes, on Crete, Candia on Crete. Yes, and some Arabic tribes, such as Hutaim and the Anisa. Yes. Oh, and also to the southwest, you might have noticed some oases ruled either by the Mamluks or Fezzan. Yes. I opted for not coloring the wastelands as usual, but also the corridors. Oh? Oh! That's right, corridors. Yeah, a type of terrain present in other grand strategy games that we have in Project Caesar. Yeah, because the corridors are a thing that you can walk in but not own. I think that's what they've said. Like Project Caesar has not Project Caesar. This is Project Caesar. Imperator Rome has those. Yeah. Just want to note one more thing. The connections down the Nile is a regular one with a border existing between the Mamluks and Makuria. The country that controls the small chunk of land at the very south of the image. Yes. I imagine that's what it was. It's the same color as it is in EU4. Dynasties. Oh, now we can see the corridors. Ah, I see. This is a lot more interesting now. Oh, there's some here too in the Sinai.
Mm-hmm.
Lusignan.
The paths of the dead.
Yeah. Oh, god damn. This is what the paths of the dead should be. Goodness. Yeah, they're not. Yeah, they're not adjacent to the sea, but yes, you can. Wait, this means that Fezan's land is disconnected from each other? Because two of them are down here, or does it go west?
Probably connects in the west.
They probably link out in the west of here. You're right. Pretty sure it's very Imperator-esque, yeah. Though it's a lot smaller. The corridors are much smaller than they were in Imperator. In Imperator, the corridors were very thick. It was kind of strange to look at. But I enjoy this. I kind of like the way that this is done. I think that just the idea of handling unownable terrain in a way where you can still have some ways that you can travel through them, unless they are quite literally impassable. It's a good way of handling a mountain pass that you don't want people to actually own themselves. I very much have a couple ideas. That should be my own setting. I very much have several places that this sort of thing should exist. That's neat. right? The dynasties are a bit of a whatever, but it's moving along. From that areas. Oh, do they? How do areas look on the yeah, the straight connection things? Oh, that's all one tile, is it? It's all one single tile that you step on, maybe? Ah, Siwa. Everyone knows Siwa exists because of that one Assassin's Creed game. Where's the Tinto Talk link, Joff, man? No, too much effort to update that description. Sorry, but not sorry. No. If you, I could post the link to here you go. Fine, I'll post in the chat for you since you've asked. Maybe I could start posting. Yeah, I mean that's not too hard. It's just a little annoying, is all. Whatever. Area. Okay, I'll actually look. The areas. Okay, there's two sides of the Nile in some places. That's interesting. During the yeah, there's a stretch of it in the middle here where you actually do have it. You can own two sides of it, and then it becomes narrower and it becomes just a single line up and
Yes.
down.
Because you see, Joffrey, a
Mm.
river is a line essentially going through the land, and it has two sides. You can be on the left side where it's dry, the right side where it's dry, and in the middle it's wet.
But no, I don't like that. Why is it only wet in the middle? Oh, it should be wet everywhere. Anyway, the reason I bring it up is just that it's interesting that it's not uniform along the river itself. That I mean, of course, as you reach the delta, it will split out. But it's interesting to me here that you have it becoming narrower province density wise once you reach Makuria, which is like
They're just not important.
I guess that's not important. Wow, jeez, hmm. It's called a lake, John. It's wet everywhere. That's a lake. I had no. Oh my gosh, I never considered this. You are all so wise. I am truly blessed by the presence of such wisdomous individuals. Oh, more detailed one. Some closer up images is the idea. What did they say here? Because the entire region, also closer chunks behind the spoiler. But yeah, the most interesting feature is of the corridors. Something that some of you might remember from Imperator Rome, but also something new to the rest. The corridors are empty locations with no population or resources, but that allows connection between locations at their sides. Some mechanics we've already mentioned, market access, control, and some others that we haven't. Army movement. Yeah. This is the way that we've chosen to portray the Saharan corridors that allow for a connection between the Maghreb and Mashriq and the Western and Central Africa. There are also some regular locations over those corridors with population, resources, etc. that may be controlled by countries, which portray the desert oases that made for important outposts in the different Saharan routes. Not all connections are throughout corridors, though. Outside the image, the Nile River Valley allows for regular locations all the way down from Egypt to Nubia, the last location held by the Mamluks being that of Aswan, while the first held by Mokuria, not shown in the screenshot, being Qasr. Qasr Ibrim. We'll talk more about Nubia and Ethiopia in a future Tinto map, of course, yes. And more detailed location. It's not. Yeah. Some of these oases, a couple of the ones controlled by Fez are actually really large areas. It's a really big location to click on. And then you have others that are really small out here. But that's just
about 15 baronies in Game of Thrones.
It would be. It would be 15 baronies in the Game of Thrones mod, yeah. But this is gonna be so neat, I'm sure, to just play as Fez, and then you're stuck in the middle here, but then you can go in any direction. That idea, I'm just obsessed with that idea of like being in the middle of a bunch of these lines and just being, where do I go from here, kind of thing. I, I can't wait to get my hands on the code and experiment with mapping like this. I need to learn how to map. Jamie, 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 teach me. Teach me, Jamie.
No.
Jamester. Yeah, that's good. That's good on the areas. Provinces. Just Western. Yeah. Western oases. No, that's too. Zooming in like that's annoying. The Red Sea coast. You do have. Ah, Cairo. We found him. Found him finally. Tinto map feedback of Italy yesterday was amazing. Italy gained an incredible 5 new locations. Whoa! Yeah, I do imagine that Fez, especially with this, Armas, and what Vector was saying as well, because like the north ones and the south ones are disconnected. So I imagine that Fezon probably connects in the west as well. So
considering that that region is literally called East Fezan, so
it's the Fezon probably covers a large space on the map then. If this is only the east and it's like has even more oases that are in a western Fezan area.
All the stuff, it's all the inland stuff of modern day Libya, essentially. Not the coast though. The coast is Tripolitania.
Yeah. I think that's going to be a really neat country to play, because then you could start in the middle there, and you can decide what you want to focus on based on opportunities, building up fortifications.
You can focus on raising 2 camels this generation instead of 1.
You will see. You will see, Vector. Maybe this should be my first playthrough. My actual first playthrough. Fazan. I'll conquer all of West Africa from the middle. You will see. You're just a hater, Gamal. You and Vector, you're both just haters. Oh gosh, and no Mysterian logic. You fucking pure offline.
If you watch Legend of the Galactic Heroes, you too would hate Fazan. And no, I will not explain that reference.
I don't. It's fine. Whatever you say. Fazan has more weight. It's where their capital. Yeah, I didn't. There's no location on the map that is just called Fazan yet, so I imagine, it'll be out there. Conquer only the way. Oh, Oasis only run as Fazan.
I'm gonna look up Fazan, see if it's actually a name of a city or anything. No, it's just the name of a region. Capital is Sabah.
I like that. Western Oases. And then Upper Egypt. It's the same. It's basically exactly the same. Oh, wait, no. There's Aswan and another one that connect to it as well. Upper Egypt.
It honestly is quite painful for me to see Upper Egypt stretch like that. I get why it's happening, but my God, it's so wrong.
I don't know how I feel about Upper Egypt, including all these oases that are in very much lower Egypt area.
I support this.
But surely they could have just said that lower. They could have said that Upper Egypt includes like some of the coast here, and then Lower Egypt would stretch across the top, and Lower Egypt stretch across the bottom. That could have worked, right? Or maybe even like added this bit here to Cyrenaica. That would work, because Cyrenaica goes all the way atop here. Just add this. Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I'll live with it, but I do it under protest.
At the end of the day, it's not a map you're going to look at this region very often for. So, I mean, I'll look at this map a lot because I like these, but I'm not here. And now we've got the most interesting climate, truly. The most interesting climate map mode ever.
Jeez, Egypt is arid. Who'd have thought?
Whoa!
Wow.
Marsh.
Hey, but this is why Cyrenaica was colonized by the Greeks.
Yeah.
It's the one spot of temperate shit.
You could grow food there.
A little,
Hills
but
too.
yeah.
Huh. Temperate foods. Temperate foods? Oh god. Temperate hills.
Temperate foods exist. Some foods only grow in temperate climates.
I'm pretty sure that
Marshmallow.
Hendrix would describe all the food that I eat as temperate food, so. Because I can't handle hot shit.
White
God
boy taste
forbid we
buds.
don't commit seppuku with our mouths.
Yeah, I do have white boy taste buds. Hmm. Very much flat is also worth noting, of course. There's a little bit. It's kind of neat that I didn't think about that, but that is how Egypt works, is that you do have just like a little bit of raised land along the coast, but the rest of it is just dunes. It's just fucking sand. Jeez.
Yes. Did you expect
I
something
need
different?
dunes.
I don't know. I kind of always had in my mind that, I don't know, the lower Egypt had some more interesting ups and downs, but no, it doesn't.
No.
It's just Sinai. And even Sinai Peninsula, it's got some impassables. It's like, that's not even mountains. It's just because sand.
You need like a more compact material than sand to form long-term
Yeah.
elevation.
Oh god! Terrain! The actual vegetation map mode. Ooh.
Once again, no surprise.
As I was
God
talking
bless-
about with
Ra bless the Nile.
the how I would like up here. Up here you have two sides of it. One side of the Nile is the desert. Oh, at least the rest of Cyrenaica. Oh, there's some woods up there. Damn.
Praise the sun.
Not in modern day, thanks to Saharification.
Let's praise the sun. Egypt has hills and mountains, but they're all in the desert impassable terrain. I get
The Sinai is pretty rocky, and I
This
believe
is-
east of the Nile is too.
this is highlands, yeah. This is highlands terrain, I think. So yeah, but they're just considered desert. Oh, this is and these are desert hills actually. Yeah, the Sahara is considered desert hills.
Yeah, desert
Fair
hills
enough.
and land you can't go to, and none of the adjacent land is desert hills.
Yeah, it's that's a little weird. I'm a little surprised that none of the corridors are considered desert hills, but whatever. That would have had interesting implications on the combat, but instead it's all just flat. It's all flat, and then all of this is flat. Whatever. What is this? Cultures. Okay, cultures map. Do they show us different? Nah, just the one. There's only the one map to cover for cultures. And Eastern Berber. Wait, Fazan is split between two cultures? Eastern Berber and that does not say Toho. Tobo.
No, it's obviously Toho. Time for the shooters.
No. No.
The maids are coming.
No. I don't want them. Oh god, there's a Jewish minority in the Levant. There they are. That must be what that is.
It's either that or Outremer population.
Oh, that's true. Could be. I don't know how many Jews there should be in Egypt at this time.
Yeah. Actually, read the description, says the comments. Okay, go look at
Fine. We can speed through it, but I'll actually read what they say about the cultures. All right. Here starts the fun, indeed. Those countries ruling over the Middle East will face the challenge of managing several different cultural minorities: Libyan, Egyptian, Saidi, Bedouin, Hijazi, Najdi, the green one to the right, Levantine, and Iraqi. The light blue at the top right of the picture. Okay, yeah. All are different regional cultures of Arabic-speaking people. Something interesting is that most Bedouin pops are tribesmen, instead of peasants, portraying their traditional social organization. Coming to important minority groups, Coptic people are quite important in Egypt, accounting for about 10% of the people of the Mamluk Sultanate. The
So
other
more than
important
10% in Egypt itself, because the Mamluk Sultanate also includes the Levant and Syria.
accounting for about 10% of the population of the Mamluk Sultanate implies that it's the total population.
Yes, that's my point. So in Egypt proper,
Oh,
Copts
it's
are
more
more than
than.
10%.
Yeah, it's more than 10% of Egypt proper, because that's where they are. They're all in Egypt, but it's like it's 10% of
Yeah.
the whole country's pop. So I'm very curious to see what that looks like on the religious map mode then. Um, the other important minority are the Syriacs, as they also.
Syriacs.
You
Named after
sound so
Syria.
annoyed. You sound so annoyed.
Sometimes, Joffrey, your pronunciations just hit me in the face, and I feel my eye twitch. I'm sorry.
I just swapped the I and the A around. It's not that big a deal.
They're named after Syria.
Syriacs. Syriacs. Okay, yeah, they're the Syriacs.
Now that you've repented, continue.
As they also account for another 10% of the population and are a cultural majority in a few locations. Apart from those, there are also Armenians, Kurds, Turkomans on the divide between Anatolia, Syria, and Jazeera? Jazeera? Alawites, Shiites in Syria, Mashrahi Jews all over the region, Samaritans in Palestine, and
So that's
Greeks
the
in
blue.
Crete. I
Are the
suppose so.
Samaritans.
Probably, yeah. Because they'd be condensed enough, and they describe the Jews as being all over.
Mm-hmm.
Greeks in Crete, Cyprus, and some in Alexandria. Crete, Cyprus, and some in Alexandria. There's some Greeks just hanging out there still. Neat. Also, the Saharan cultures of the Eastern Berbers and the Tobo.
Don't listen to their lies. It's not Tobo, it's Toho.
Yes, the Toho culture.
Hmm.
Wait. Wait.
What?
Hold on. Open that.
Enhance.
Zoom and enhance. What? Coptic culture? They were talking about a culture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, that's going to take some adjusting too. The Jira is kind of like modern day Iraq, but they've got Iraq. There's Iraqi culture as well. Wow.
Anyway, continue.
Fine. Religions. More fun. In this region
they reverted Sunniism to Sunni.
Thank you. Or maybe that's a rule.
No, they confirmed they reverted it in one of the comments.
Okay. Good. Sunniism is not the play.
Correct.
Just like Catholicism. No, Sunniism, no. Catholicism, no. Catholic and Sunni. So you put it on the map. Right, more fun. In this region, we have Sunni Muslims, Miaphysite Christians, Orthodox Christians, Shia Muslims, Catholic Christians, Druze, okay, Jews, Nestorian Christians, nice, and Yazidi. Oh, Samaritans as well. Yep.
Yazidi.
There's the Meophysites all over. Some Meophysites in Cyrenaica as well. They go, of course, all around Egypt, upper and lower, and then I imagine that Makuria is just a dominant Meophysite realm.
I demand a way to lead a Coptic revolt and form the Coptic Kingdom of Egypt.
I demand Druze content and Samaritan content. Gib.
That Samaritan content, I'm not sure what the hell they'd do for it, but it'd be interesting. Samaritan Israel decision.
Give, yes. The Good Samaritan achievement needs to be a thing. Needs to be a Good Samaritan. Druze play. Yeah, you know what? No, I'm back. The Druze have some counties that are majority their religion. I'm no longer interested in that. I need the Good Samaritan playthrough. I don't know what the hell that would do. What you would do to make that happen, but that's what's required. Yeah, Sunni is very dominant in this region, of course. Complete surprise there. But it's going to be very neat to see this all the cultural and religious minorities actually play out in this. I'm going to spend so long. Launch day stream for EU5 is going to be me just staring at the map, discussing all of like the pop religious, cultural, and class minorities all over the place. And discussing strategies and shit. Be like, oh yes, these are all the tribes here, and then but you can convert these people, and then all right. Relating these religions to the previous cultures, we can tell you that most of the Arabic-speaking cultures are Sunni Muslims, while some Shia Muslims in Syria and Lebanon, with some Syria. Most of the Coptic are Meophysite, adhering to the Patriarchate of Alexandria. Although some of them still follow the orthodoxy of Constantinople. Ah, nice! So it will be a mix, yes. Or Orthodox revolt. And even some Catholics in Lebanon, yes. We need some Outremer culture, just there, because... cultural religious minorities, such as the Alawite Shiites and the Druzes, which are of the Levantine culture. The Mizrahi Jews, the Samaritans, and the Yazidi, which are of Kurd culture. Ah. And yes, no raw materials in the corridors, of course, because you can't own them. Dates! Yum! Dates are good, by the way. Dates taste good. I like that you're growing dates in the oases. There are some materials that are more unique to this region, such as the dates in the arid fringes. The Nile Valley and the Delta are incredibly fertile, having plenty of different crops. Wheat, rice, legumes, sugar, cotton, fiber crops, like linen, etc. Livestock, wool, and horses are also an important resource for the people across the region. There are also some metals present in the region, such as copper in Cyprus and around the Red Sea, iron, tin, some lead, and some interesting sources of alum. Yes, there's that copper. Cyprus has actually got they got some nice stuff. I don't think that no iron. They're missing iron, which would really pull things together here.
They've got copper, which is big since Cyprus was a massive production site for the Hittite Empire for bronze.
Yes.
Hey, if you really want iron and tin, there's another island a little bit to the west.
That's true. That's true. Just kick out the Venetians.
Easy.
They don't have a Minotaur production province.
No! Where is my King Minos? Fish. Yeah. There's tin. Yeah. You got tin and iron on Crete. Yeah. Copper and tin. All you need to do.
Tin and iron to build for Angmar?
Need to. Venice takes over Cyprus. That's actually really good for them. Jeez. Huh. The gears are turning. No, I must stay strong. Genoa is my beloved. I will not relent. But Where's all the sand? I see only 3 sand. This is
I see a
insufficient.
lot more.
Sand,
In Arabia.
sand, sand. 5, yeah. Alright, there's more sand.
I see 6, 7.
Notably, desert sand
8.
is not the type of sand that's usually good to make like concrete and shit like that. Don't know if it's any good
Oh?
for glass.
Yeah, I've got no idea if there's actually a thing where it's like, yes, this is some quality sand right here.
Yes, that is actually a big thing.
Oh,
Actually,
interesting.
I even see gold.
Oh,
Nubia should have a bunch of gold. That's where the Egyptians historically got most of it.
can't see Nubia quite though.
It's east of Sinai.
Just to see clay at the bottom. Oh, there is gold just east of Sinai. Just once you get into Hijaz. No other precious metals, but unless that is gold, where my head is. I think that. Oh, it's not showing up on the screen because of where. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's probably gold.
I think that's
I
gold.
see where you're seeing in the bottom right below the
Mhm.
livestock. Yeah, that's
I
almost
think
certainly gold.
that's gold.
Gotta have those precious metals.
What are we thinking? Egypt's got. I don't know. Okay, they didn't talk about it much, but they got stone. I think wood's their big problem.
Lumber
Shockingly,
comes from the Levant, which the Mamluks own.
yeah, they got a little bit of lumber here. You probably need to pump that up. That's got to be one of your big things, I imagine, is trying to make your lumber production better here.
Lebanon
they
is
have-
famous for being a huge source of lumber for the Middle East.
But if they manage to make deforestation a thing, it's gonna probably disappear. Either that, or you just bite the bullet and buy it.
So famous, in fact, that a tree is on Lebanon's flag.
Is that actually why?
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. Huh. That makes sense. Alright. Oh, there's tin down here too. You got copper and tin right next to each other. There's a bunch of it down here. You're primed for bronze. If that's actually a thing you make in this. I assume it's something you make because tin and copper are both a thing, and I don't know what you'd use. There's only so much you'd use them for individually.
You bronze soy jacks. Meanwhile, I'm a steel Chad.
Is this markets? Ooh, markets. The main market centers of the region are Alexandria. Yeah, it's there. Wait,
I love the
what's
shape
that?
of its name.
What is weird name?
It's great.
Wrapping. Weird name wrapping one of the. Well, I mean, that's because you have the wastelands turned off. So of course it's not gonna look right
I don't think the wastelands would show up anyways,
on the markets map.
because like the inner seas don't.
You're right. They don't on any of the maps either. Yeah, I think they should probably make the wastelands highlight then. That would probably help. For the Mashriq, Damascus for the Syrian. Syrian, yeah. Damascus, indeed. And Mecca for Hijaz, yes. Alexandria is very dominant as you go out west here. I mean, yeah, which makes sense. There wouldn't be any cities out here to challenge it for a while. Unless it was something in Cyrenaica, which I don't think there would be. Damascus definitely makes sense, though. I like the little, like, Venice market control on almost all of Crete. Just a little bit of it isn't. That must be really annoying for them. Population 7.7 million. 10%. At least 10% of 7. Okay, roughly 10% of that population is Coptic. Yeesh.
I expected Egypt to actually have more people than 7.7 million.
What are you thinking?
I thought it was going to be more around like 15 to
10?
20.
Oh! Oh, wow. Uh, well, let's see what they have to say then. Population of the region points to Egypt being its powerhouse. Shocker. With several million people being supported, being the Nile Valley and Delta. Apart from that, the Syrian Levant has a very decent population, making the Mamluk Sultanate a dreadful rival to have in 1337. The arid fringes make for a way more difficult food production and population sustainability, making them of strategic value by their position, resources, etc. That's all for today. Next week, Johan will show you Scandinavia. The very first map that was crafted for Project Caesar. Oh, what a surprise.
We finally leave Europe and look at what's happening. They're dragging us right back.
I mean, this camp. When they said they were doing Europe first, I imagined that they meant the like CK2 day one, like when you think of Europe and its surroundings, kind of thing.
SMH.
Scandinavia. I am dreadfully disinterested in it, but hey, we'll
Yeah.
get to see the Norse pops. I guess they'll have settled on how many Norse pops there are, and
All
there's the Sami.
23
I
of them.
guess the Sami will be neat. I guess maybe they'll talk about Greenland. That's my hope. I doubt they will, but maybe they'll talk about Greenland.
Doubt.
Gotta have a little bit of faith. Diverse cast of countries today. Ah, yes. Diverse cast of countries, such as the Mamluks.
And don't forget the Mamluks.
They'll have implemented Finnish paganism. Please give us more. Yeah, please give us more types of religions. I don't want. Uh, uh, please get rid of animism. See more than 30. I see one. I see one real country. When the other countries of note in your like in the map are Fazan and Cyprus. That ain't good. uh,
True. Honestly, such bad world building that there's only one big country in this whole area.
yeah, that's crazy. This is
Somebody
terrible
needs to
world
hire
building.
designers.
I bet the Mamluks were someone's OC.
Probably.
Someone's OC must be in charge there. They're supposed to take over everything. I bet. No Damascus steel. I banned that Assyrian offense. There's a building that crafts metalworks in Damascus. And there's iron mines in the location itself. Okay. Neat.
No. There aren't iron mines in the location. It says unless you tell us that there are.
Oh.
Just because you make some steel there doesn't mean that's where you mine the iron.
Can we have a zoom on Palestine region? Yeah. Also Levantine to Shami. I don't know what the story behind that is, but sure, buddy.
Language, Joffrey. Language.
A lot of it has been based on language, yeah. These dash lines would be roads? Dash lines. Oh. There are dash lines. That is a very good point, Gamal. Oh, shit. Shit!
Joffrey moment. Joffrey moment.
Why the hell? It's like frozen now. What did I do? Why is it like stuck like this? No!
Joffrey moment.
Oh, it fixed itself. No thanks to me. So the thing that's these little dash marks. What do you guys think?
I don't know, but hey, Joffrey. Typically, you don't need to zoom in like that when the magnifying glass has a plus on it.
Actually, you do because the magnifying glass does this.
Honestly, that's more than enough.
It's like, oh, there's little dotted lines there. Nah,
I
you
will
can't.
have you know,
For
those
people
are
on their
not little.
phone, they can't fucking see. They can't see that shit.
Mobile. Do you guys not have computers?
uh,
EU5 coming out on mobile?
the actual thing I wanted to talk about was not about whether or not I should be zooming in this much. The thing I wanted to talk about was the fact that to Gamal, he thinks that there may be roads, and I kind of agree because there's going to be a lot of focus on things like building of roads to increase control. And I would not be surprised at all if that's what this is referring to. Some sort of
Perchance.
proper government road. The Copts, an ethno-religious population. We don't have don't have separate mechanics for ethno-religious populations. It's kind of difficult to portray on several conceptual levels. Yeah. I don't know how it would be really difficult for you to go through and be like, all right, Jewish cultured people don't convert their religion like at all. That would be unless you convert their culture at the same time, which would be so difficult to make happen. I don't know how you'd code that, but at the same time, that would be really useful to have if they managed to pull it off for the sake of code. But yeah, whatever. Think so. Well, I certainly would hope that Scandinavia would include Iceland because otherwise it would never be talked about. 10% of the population of the region, which includes. It's more than 10% in Egypt alone. Yeah. Holy sites and pilgrimages to holy sites be represented. Metro Future Tinto Talks. Not really. No releasable tags information. No, but I want you to tell me about the Coptic tag. We need Cyrenaica. The Greeks need to become free. Alright. Oh God. Denmark will be the HRE map of Scandinavia. I guess that it may be considered part of Scandinavia, but Johan might have strong opinions about this. Oh God. Alright. Well, Maronites. Currently the Catholics, yeah. I think that that's a nice closer view. Ooh. It's easier to differentiate at closer zoom level. At which you'd be actually moving the armies. Yeah. Okay. I really like the art style of these like the hills and such. The different terrain features look really nice.
Dunes.
You do have the river going up. All right. I don't think there's going to be all that much more that's worth skimming through here to see, though.
Italy update.
So, I think it is time to be looking at the Italy feedback. After all, Armas, I think it was Armas, mentioned that they've got a whole five new five new provinces or locations. I'm kind of curious to see what they changed. This before the four. Talking about the Italian map itself, it was already in good shape from our point of view, and the community generally share that. We only added 5 locations in this review, as Italy already had very good density, so it was not so needed. This is also something that I have mentioned a few times, that we won't be adding hundreds of locations with each review, but that we'll focus on the aspects of the region that require the most to get polished. It being locations, cultures, resources, etc. Nonetheless, we have made several additions and corrections. Counties. 3 counties that were added to the Alps outskirts, the bishopric of Brixen, and the county of Ortenburg, and the Principality of Piedmont, ruled by a branch of the House of Savoy. There aren't many relevant changes, but some of you may notice one in particular. The papal exclave of Benevento. Ooh, should have been added. An additional note, showing the map without any wastelands colored, so it's easier to check. Yes, okay. Oh, there's Benevento, yeah! There, I know, I've seen that it represented in a few strategy games, but that's gonna be... As Naples ain't gonna stand for that. You play in a game as Naples, I can imagine they are not gonna appreciate this.
Good luck fighting the Pope and getting immediately excommunicated.
I'm curious how much you'll care is the thing. That's what I'm curious about. And then there is the fact that, of course, the Pope can probably... I don't know exactly how much control the Pope is going to have over these people, but I'm pretty sure that's like one of the big issues at the time. I remember that's this Guelph and Ghibellines thing. But I'm sure that it will not be easy to be fighting the Pope for one reason or another. But the Alps outskirts mentioned Bishopric of Brixen. The Alps outskirts. Brixen is up there. Just one little bit there. County of Ortenburg and Principality of Piedmont. So Piedmont should be easy to find. There, yeah. Principality of Piedmont. And the County of Ortenburg. Oh, that's the orange one. I know. I saw the orange one. I'm like, that feels weird. I don't remember there being this orange thing. We've got 2 sillies now. We had one small South Slavic country that's right next to Austria, but now we have 2.
On second thought, let us not go to Silly. 'Tis a silly place.
Yes, go to Ortenburg instead.
You're so silly.
Or Gors, if you prefer, because Gors is so much better. Yeah, with its Gors is split into 3 places. It's almost as bad. You get you a little bit of Gors up there, here, and there. Almost as bad as Aquileia, but Aquileia looks more egregious, so it's worse. That better not be part of Brixen. That purple there, that better not be part of the Bishop of Brixen, I swear! I swear to God! Alright.
It is.
No! Locations, yeah. Venice is still looking that way. Provinces, wait, no, provinces. Yeah, Venice still looks like that, okay. Aren't many changes to the map showing it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot to be said other than that fact. I'll be a little curious, I guess. Oh, the new country there is on a mountain. Orange country is mountain. Mountain, yeah, continental mountain. What do they have? Forested mountain. Slovene. It's got a lot of Bavarians in it. Religion. Wait, we've renamed Umbrian to Diano is widely used. Okay, that's neat. Sicily's now ugly with impassable terrain. I don't mind there being like impassable mountain there. I don't see that as being so
It's a
egregious.
volcano.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Yes, it is. It's
Oh, okay.
Mount Etna. I have been there.
Oh, neat.
AKA the Forge of Vulcan.
There've been some new additions here, as in Sardinia. Sardinian, Corsican. Yes. I want to see more of this. Give me North Africa. Gib.
No.
Gab! You can always change the settings to have impassable terrain colored in. Yes. Oh, that's what Gimalt's referring to. That it looks ugly. No. It does not look like this unless you turn the setting on. If you play,
I thought that setting was only for the political map, not for the culture or religious maps.
I certainly fucking hope it colors in the impassibles for the impassibles on culture and religious too. Because if this is how it looks on the culture map, if it doesn't color in these for Alpine, I'm gonna strangle someone. Don't know who, but someone.
That guy in the mirror over there.
He's watching me. Don't know what he wants.
Every time I look back at him, he's looking at me.
And you know what he keeps demanding Cathars. Oh, damn! It's the Waldensians, not the Cathars. Damn! He's still demanding Cathars. But if he gets the Waldensians, he's happy. Alpine Waldensian Revolution. Ooh, wait. Okay, we got the most notable addition is that of the Waldensians, who accounted for more than 10% of the population in some mountain locations across the Alps. Okay. That's enough for it to actually get colored in. So, countries then. That's Piedmont right there. Piedmont has, what about Saluzzo? Yeah. No, not Saluzzo. It's only a few places. Okay, yeah, and it's really just spread between Savoy, Viennois, and Piedmont. So Piedmont is your best bet. No, it's not even Savoy. It's just Viennois and Piedmont. So yeah, Viennois or Piedmont. You could probably do it as Viennois. I don't know how the actual religious conversion would work like that, but I'm sure as Piedmont, if it's a minority that's enough for you to get the swatches, that you would be able to manage to convert to it somehow. I don't know how it would work, but I'm very curious. And that yet another thing. Mark it down on Joffrey's list of things he's telling you is going to be his first playthrough. Waldensian Viennois.
And he is never going to mention this again.
Yes, I will. I'm gonna do it. I need to conquer all of the HRE as Waldensian Viennois. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Right.
Yo, I'll put that one up there with Fizan.
Yeah. Good. See you day one, buddy. See you there.
You'll play both of them.
Yeah.
In your first game. Along with Andorra in your first game, too.
All I need to do is get enough players to play every single... someone can play every single country. And the Black Flag. And the Black Flag. Could you imagine? No, I just need to grab someone to play every single one of those and make it a multiplayer game. Then it works.
You said you. Moving the goalpost.
Of course. As always. But with that, I think that covers everything map related. So I think this is the part where I spontaneously end this stream and then start up the second one where we talk about exploration. How can uninhabited land have a cultural and religion? The cows do have a culture and religion. Have you not met cows?
The cows won't be there. The cows are for the most part all herded by people. If there are cows there, there's probably people there. No, it's actually the squirrels and the birds.
Okay. Yeah, Armas, what I could do is I play as Viennois until I convert to Waldensian and conquer the Alps. Then I swap over to Fizan, and if Fizan is dead, I release Fizan, and then by the time that I've conquered the Sahara as Fizan, the Blackfoot will still be doing nothing, so I can just go over there and play them, and I'll be just fine.
Wait, how do you get to the Blackfoot in this?
You just play them. I don't know. What do you mean?
Yeah, but in your first game.
Well, yeah, I just said I play as Viennois, and then once I convert to Waldensian and conquer
Open
the
the
Alps.
Tinto talks, fuck's sake.
All right. I'm gonna end this stream here, and I'll load up the next one in a second.
Before I do something we all regret.
Don't forget the new announcement.
Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you in 10 seconds. Bye.